Today I'm going to be reading from the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 1. This is in the Old Testament. Samuel said to Saul, "The Lord sent me to anoint you king over his people Israel. Now therefore listen to the words of the Lord. Thus says the Lord of hosts." This is God. "I will punish the Amalekites for what they did in opposing the Israelites when they came up out of Egypt. Now go and attack Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have. Do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, child and infant, ox and sheep, camel and donkey." I want to take this opportunity because this verse always comes up in my mind when I think about the notion of an all-powerful God commanding any kind of harm to anyone ever, or even hatred toward anyone or any kind of person. That, I'm here to tell you, never takes place, never has, not once, under any circumstance. Has the true will of God been, not once, to cause any harm to anyone? Never. This is simply true, but why? And it can be thought about logically for 3 seconds. Why would an all-powerful God need people to do their harmful will? Why wouldn't they just do it themselves? This sounds a lot like human toxicity and dangerous attitude, because how much suffering? I don't think a volume could be put or measured. How much suffering has been caused in the name of God? A lot. And it is therefore small wonder that people in droves abandon these old traditions like this. I am as certain as I could be in faith that no God that I know would ever command, would ever condone, much less command, harm to anyone or anything ever. It simply is not in the nature of what I know God to be, what Allah is. I feel like this stuff is obvious. And I would think, or I would hope, that over time it becomes more and more obvious. But there still exists many traditions alive and well which follow these things. And there still exists lots of people that believe that God actually condones hatred of any living being or any kind of person, or condemnation or punishment. I'm here to say an omnipotent God doesn't need people, much less needs them to do their will for them. What will be, will be. Sometimes this is what brings me to hopelessness. This notion that God would command harm at any point in history, under any context. Well, what about the historical? I don't care. Never, not once, ever, has the true will of God, undistorted by human political motions of the time, never has it been to harm another person, not once. I know that as much as I believe in God Himself. If that is the case, and it's found to be the case in a tradition, this is why I left. Because the true nature of God under this attitude is not known.